we have gone deep into the rabbit hole this time, guys. This video is a part 2 of sorts to my first PAF comparison linked here, where I attempted to learn for myself what differences a set of aftermarket PAF clones will make in an already great guitar, which in this case is my 2018 made-to-measure custom shop Les Paul. If you want to get straight to the playing, just go here. That original video got some great responses from you guys, and listening to the finished product really kicked my curiosity into overdrive. I had to know, what about even higher end boutique PAFs? Do they offer something noticeably different? And how much of a difference is there in tone between the different brands? Well, being the kind of guy that always has to see and hear everything for myself, I went out and searched for any and all high-end boutique PAF clones I could find on the used market. I spent several weeks doing this. I didn't have a specific set in mind. I tried to cast a wide net, but ultimately they needed to be ones I'd heard good things of. And because I'm not made of money, I was shooting for sets under $400 used. First up is the Gibson CustomBuckers that came stock in my guitar. I love the way the guitar sounded before going down this rabbit hole. It seemed to sound good in just about every scenario. Really, the only reason I've done any of this is purely out of curiosity. That's it. So this set is potted from the factory, the only one in this test that is. You can see they're lightly aged with nickel covers, and they feature A3 magnets. The readings are 8.03K on the bridge and 7.82K on the neck, which seems dead on with other CustomBucker readings I was able to find online. You cannot purchase these new from Gibson, however, on the used market, a set goes for anywhere between $350 to $450 depending on the condition and the aging. Next up, we have the returning challenger, the Righteous Sound RAF1. This set is unpotted, has aged nickel covers, and uses A2 magnets for both. The bridge measured 7.58K and the neck 6.96K, so a good bit lower than the CustomBuckers. This set I bought brand new and they cost $365 out the door with aged covers. For the third set, we've got Wizz Premium Clone PAFs. These are spec'd with A4 magnets and read 8.23K in the bridge and 7.68K at the neck. So it's a touch hotter than the CustomBuckers in the bridge, but lower in the neck. These cost $425 out the door brand new, and that includes aged nickel covers, which go for $149 on their own, as well as these M69 replica rings, which are $99 when sold separately. Crazy. Honestly, that kind of makes the pickups a bargain if you're already wanting these parts. I purchased this set used with the pickup rings included for $375 out the door. Next up, we have a little bit of a curveball. This set is from ReWind Electric and is actually a T-top replica, not a PAF. I did purchase these under the impression they were PAFs, but unfortunately James at ReWind informed me they're instead late 60s T-top replicas. Still, both T-tops and PAFs are vintage, low-output humbuckers, so I decided to keep them in the comparison to see how different they really are. And who knows, maybe you will prefer them out of the whole lot. These have short A5 magnets and lightly aged nickel covers. These measure 7.64 in the bridge and 7.24K in the neck, so right in the ballpark of the others. Out the door, any set of ReWind pickups with the lightly aged covers costs $558 shipped, making the most expensive of the bunch. To get heavier aging that matches the rest of the pickups in this comparison, the cost jumps to about $588. The heavy aged covers on their own are about $200 when sold separately, so they are a pretty penny. I paid $365 shipped for this set used. Finally, the last pickups I was able to purchase are Doyle Coils tru-clone PAFs. Rolls right off the tongue. This was the last set I installed in the guitar for the test, so they're still in the guitar. As you can see, they are double whites with no covers installed. That's how I received them. I decided to keep them that way because 1, I think it's a crime to cover double whites, and 2, I do not love the aging on the covers they do. You can see they got kind of the artificial lines there. I'm not a big fan of that, so I left it as is. Also, kind of interesting, they come in this giant wooden box, which is kind of cool, I guess. I could not figure out what magnets these come with, but the bridge measured 7.70K and the neck 6.90K. Out the door, the Doyle Coils run $519.95 shipped with the aged nickel covers. You can buy the aged covers for $50 separately, and I paid $400 shipped for this set used. So there you have it. Those are the pickups we'll be comparing side by side today. Keep in mind before you start typing up a complaint on why I didn't include this set or that set, I spent $1,500 of my hard-earned money to do this, and I will make none of that back with this video. No brand was purposefully left out. I kept my eyes open for any high-end boutique set that was in my budget, and I kept buying until I had 5 total sets. If this video gets enough attention, maybe I'll consider doing a part 2 down the line, but we'll see because this was a crazy amount of work to do. Alright, finally, the last thing I need to say before we get to the playing is that everything is recorded without any post EQ, so what you hear is what you get. I did not tweak anything, keep it as fair as possible, and some of the tones are pretty raw sounding, which may not be your preference. Try to get past that. This is about the differences in pickup characteristics with the same bass tones. It's not about EQing the amp to sound perfect with the guitar and with the pickup. Some might be brighter, and so you might want to roll back the treble on the amp, and some might be darker. But for this, I kept everything exactly the same, so the only variable is the pickups themselves and a little bit of my playing, but I tried to play as similarly as I could. Also note, you have a tone control on the guitar, and I pretty frequently use it. I would recommend you do as well, and I personally prefer having a brighter bass tone because I find it easier to remove treble than it is to add it back. All right, with that being said, let's get to the comparison. Okay, that's it. If you got this far, bravo. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Now I want to hear from you guys. So go ahead and comment below what you thought. Maybe tell me your favorite and why, or maybe even rank them from favorite to least favorite. I want to hear from you guys. As for me, I am not going to say what I thought in this video. I'm going to leave it totally open so you guys can freely discuss and not be influenced by what I have to say, because it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. However, I am going to do a follow-up video where I talk about each one a little bit in depth, as well as pick one set to install on the guitar permanently. So stick around for that if you're interested in this sort of thing. If it's already out, I will have it up here or in the description once it's live. And subscribe and comment. I don't care about likes. Likes don't mean anything to me. I'd much prefer talking to you guys in the comment section. So don't like the video, but comment. All right, guys, until next time, see you later.